The Berenstain Bears Take Turns by Mike Berenstain, based on the characters created by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Brother, sister, and little Honey were a great team. They were good at baseball, with brother usually pitching, sister fielding, and Honey catching, while they all took turns at bat. The three cubs teamed up for board games too. Their favorite was Beropoly. Sister was usually the banker. She was good at math. Brother always tried to buy up parcels of real estate. Honey, on the other hand, was a builder. She built lots and lots of houses and hotels. Honey usually won. But the Cubs' best teamwork came from playing pretend games, like pretending they were Robin Hood and his Merry Bears, or Peter Pan and the Lost Bears of Harry Potter. All three Cubs had lots of fun with these games. They really got into their roles, and their games could last all day or even all week. The only problem was they didn't always agree about their roles. Brother usually wanted to be the brave and sensitive hero. Sister usually wanted to be the beautiful and brave princess. Unfortunately, that usually left Honey as the villain, the Sheriff of Nottingbear, or Captain Hook, or Lord Grizzlymort. After a while, Honey got fed up with being the villain. One day, she put her little foot down. "Let's play Robin Hood," said Brother. "I'll be Robin Hood, okay?" "Okay," said Sister. "I'll be Maid Marian." "Fine," said Brother. "Honey, you can be the Sheriff of Nottingbear." "Nope," said Honey, folding her arms. "Don't want to be the bad guy." Brother and Sister were annoyed. "But you're always the bad guy," said Brother. "Don't want to be the bad guy," said Honey firmly. Brother and Sister didn't know what to do. Someone had to be the bad guy, or they couldn't play. What's Robin Hood without a bad guy? But Honey wouldn't budge. She just stood there with her arms folded. Finally, Brother gave in. "Okay," he said. "You can be Maid Marian." "Wait a minute," said Sister. "I don't want to be the bad guy either." "Well, neither do I," said Brother. "Me neither," said Honey, arms still firmly folded. Okay, said Brother. "You win. I'll be the Sheriff of Nottingbear." So the three Cubs played Robin Hood with Brother as villain. It wasn't so bad. He got to do a lot of sneering and hasty laughing. But in the end, he had to lose the big sword fight and give in to Robin Hood and Maid Marian. The next day, the Cubs decided to play another pretend game. "How about Peter Pan?" asked Brother. "I'll be Peter." "Okay." "Okay," said Sister. "I'll be Wendy." "Fine," said Brother. "Honey, you can be Captain Hook." "Nope," said Honey, folding her arms again. "Don't want to be the bad guy." Brother and Sister were even more annoyed. Letting Honey have her own way with Robin Hood just seemed to have made things worse. Now she was even more stubborn than before. "Don't want to be the bad guy" was all they could get out of her. "What's all the commotion coming from the family room?" wondered Papa as he sipped his coffee in the kitchen. "Don't know," said Mama, reading the paper. "Sounds like the Cubs." Mama and Papa investigated. They found the Cubs yelling at each other, with Brother and Sister waving their arms while Honey stood there with her arms folded. "What's going on here?" shouted Papa, trying to be heard. But the Cubs just went on yelling. Finally, Mama put her fingers to her mouth and whistled really loud. That got everyone's attention. Thank you, Mama, said Papa. Now what's going on? The cubs all started talking at once. Papa and Mama got the basic idea right away. Hasn't anyone ever heard of something called taking turns? Asked Papa. The cubs were embarrassed. Of course they'd heard of taking turns. It just hadn't occurred to them. I think you'll find a little turn taking will solve your problem quite nicely, said Mama, as she and Papa went back to their coffee. And it did. From then on, brother, sister, and Honey took turns playing different roles. It was much more fair and prevented squabbles. It also turned out to be much more fun. They hadn't realized playing the same roles over and over again was boring. The taking turns system made things more interesting. In the Cubs' next games, brother was Harry Potter, Honey was Hermione, and sister was Lord Grizzly Mort. Mwahaha, sister laughed wickedly. I am Lord Grizzly Mort, the all-powerful. Harry Potter and Hermione may win out in the end, but Lord Grizzly Mort is much more juicier role. The end.